The Outlander prequel, Blood of My Blood, continues to deepen the roots of the Fraser and Beauchamp legacies with Episode 3, School of the Moon. Following the two-episode premiere, which split focus between Jamie Fraser's parents, Brian and Ellen, and Claire's parents, Julia and Henry, this week leans heavily into clan politics at Castle Leoch, while also exploring Julia's increasingly dire situation at Castle Leoch. If last week set the stage, this episode makes one thing clear. Both Ellen and Julia are determined to shape their futures, even if that means making impossible choices. The episode opens with a lighthearted but bittersweet fantasy of Ellen and Brian together, before reality intrudes. Ellen wakes to find herself not in Brian's arms, but summoned by Mrs. Fitz, who casually mentions rumors of Ellen's betrothal to Malcolm Grant. The problem? Ellen herself hasn't heard a word about it. Furious, she storms into Colum's chambers, only to discover the marriage was arranged thanks to Dougal's blunder. For Colum and Dougal, Ellen's anger is secondary to clan survival. Red Jacob's death left the Mackenzies weakened, and with rivals like James McKinney positioning themselves for leadership, securing an alliance with the Grants feels necessary. Colum favors diplomacy, while Dougal stokes Jacobite fervor, already imagining himself leading in wartime. Ellen, however, refuses to be a pawn. Her skill at strategy, shown through flashbacks of her playing chess with her father, becomes her weapon in navigating a household where loyalty and betrayal sit side by side. A flashback also sheds light on Colum's infirmity. Years earlier, during a cattle raid, Dougal's recklessness caused Colum's horse to throw him, breaking his leg. When Colum's attempt to prove himself only led to further injury, Red Jacob shifted blame to Dougal's impulsiveness, a foreshadowing of how his self-interest might endanger the clan. The question of succession reaches a breaking point when Ellen, frustrated by her brother's failings, seeks counsel from Ned Gowan. At the gathering, the clan unveils an unexpected compromise. Colum will serve as Laird in times of peace, while Dougal becomes war chieftain. The arrangement reflects both men's strengths, Colum's measured diplomacy and Dougal's fiery aggression, while undercutting McKinney's challenge. For now, stability is restored, but the scene makes it clear this balance is fragile. Amid all this, Ellen's personal life remains complicated. Malcolm Grant tries to check on her feelings with surprising tenderness, but Brian's shock at her engagement lingers. He and Murtagh both remain sidelined, forced to watch Ellen navigate a marriage she never asked for. Julia's secret at Castle Leoch. While clan politics consume Leoch, Julia faces a crisis of her own at Castle Leoch. A month into her servitude under Lord Lovett, she hides a dangerous secret. She is pregnant. Mrs. Porter, the sharp-eyed housekeeper, has already noticed the signs and warns Julia of the stakes. If Lovett discovers the truth, he won't hesitate to eliminate the child or her. Julia insists otherwise, but the audience sees what she cannot say aloud. Her hand drifts protectively to her belly, her letters to Henry grow more desperate, and the threat of exposure hangs over every scene. For Outlander fans, the implications are enormous. Julia and Henry's daughter Claire exists in the future, but could Julia be carrying another child in the past? If so, does this create a sibling Claire never knew, or connect to one of the series' many time-twisting mysteries? The Fraser connection deepens here too. It's confirmed that Brian is Lovett's illegitimate son, with Mrs. Porter as his mother. Though unacknowledged, their bond adds weight to Brian's loyalty and resentment within the household. Lovett himself, as cruel and conniving as ever, plots to sabotage Ellen's reputation in order to undermine the Grant-Mackenzie alliance. Murtagh cheers him on, eager for any chance that Ellen's engagement might be undone, while Brian suffers in silence, unwilling to see her dragged through the mud.